What?
Oh, nothing. I was just
She was telling me to start filming.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Okay. Oh, that would be cute. See,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can lip-
exactly, yeah.
You can. I can talk a mile a minute. Shall I go?
Yes, start talking.
Oh, yeah, about how
Yeah.
you...
Hi. Okay. Hi, guys. I am so proud to be part of Glorious Broads. And as I was walking today past my favorite sculpture of Gandhi, he's my favorite boyfriend, I was thinking about the synchronicity of being in this park in 2018 when people from the New York Magazine came up and they loved my outfit so much they said, hey, would you like to be in the lookbook?
Mm-hmm.
And I was
Yeah.
in 2018 and they interviewed me and I'm so excited to be part of Glorious Sprouts and I can't find my lipstick. But Gandhi's gonna help me. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And one of the favorite things since COVID is walking. The city is splendid and it's such a beautiful time of year. And beautiful Gandhi here is under the magnolias. And he's from Gujarat, the town in India. Beautiful place. I haven't been there yet, but I hope someday to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a special day too for Gandhi because it's between Passover and Easter, two very, very special times.
Mm-hmm.
And we so need to be reminded of peace and beauty and love for one another at this very difficult time in our world
Mm-hmm.
and in our city. This whole area is so restorative. And isn't it magnificent that we have him to watch over the park? I mean,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. How long has it been here? 1986. Do you want to photograph that?
Yeah. Okay. We have some questions.
Yeah,
If you
let's
wanna
talk a
start.
little bit about you.
Well, I came to New York to be an actress, and that's also that's at the wonderful interview in the lookbook from New York Magazine. It's 2018. If you put in my name, Susan Romanoff, you'll see my interview.
Mm-hmm.
And I came to New York to be an actor. I've studied with some of the most wonderful people, Uta Hagen, Austin Pendleton, George Morfogen. Recently with Peter Francis James, who's starring on Broadway in Funny Girl. He's playing Ziegfeld.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Shakespeare. He teaches Shakespeare. And we
Yeah.
just finished our class last week. And I audition and when I can. Right now I'm in a decluttering purge because I collected clothes and beautiful things for 30 years in a rent-stabilized apartment, and I need to really start letting go of some of it, because we can't wear it all. I mean, it's magnificent, but we just can't.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, what would you say is your biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge is staying positive right now. Staying positive and keeping your focus on your own intentions. We are constantly distracted day and night, all the time, everywhere. So to keep your eye on what you intend to do and to do it, not talk, but to do the action, that to me is the greatest challenge right now.
Yeah.
How do you deal with your inner critic?
I try to squash it when I see it, but it's a constant companion. Some of us have a bigger one than others, but it's really not good. And it really deserves to go in the crypt. Shut the door and get a big club if it ever comes out. Because
Yeah.
it's very damaging.
Yeah.
And I think in the world that we live in now, the inner critic gets a bigger head, because there's so many ways that we can criticize ourselves.
Yeah.
When we didn't have so much media and advertising, and maybe it was a little smaller.
Yeah. So do you give a fuck about what people think about you?
Yeah, I do kind of. I mean, I can't say that I don't care ever, but I'm building my own opinion of myself stronger and stronger. That's the best reserve, to know what really matters to yourself. I mean, we all kind of give a fuck, don't we? Otherwise, we wouldn't care about anything. And I'm in a business that's very externally oriented, so probably too much at times. But I've tried to build my own values and know that they're strong.
How do you avoid regret?
Focus on something new I want to do. Focus on the future. That's the challenge right now. Especially as you get older, because you don't have as much time. And so the challenge is even greater. That's the only thing about aging, because you got a shorter time to do stuff. When you're young, you just have such an expanse, and you can't ever imagine that it's ever going to be eclipsed.
And how is your relationship with aging? Have you enjoyed it?
I'm not going to say tremendously, no, because I love dancing and physical things and acting, and I think it's because it's inevitable. There's nothing we can do about it. We can't change it. So the real challenge is how to exist in it, again, positively, and not let it defeat you. I don't know. It's just part of life. I can say that I think COVID also was very destructive, because COVID made a lot more doors shut for everybody, I think, in many ways. There were a lot of things that came to an end and that were sad, a lot of losses that couldn't have been avoided.
Yeah.
What is one thing that makes you really happy, like right now?
Right now, one thing that makes me happy is that I feel good. I feel good, I have good health. And I'm blessed with this beautiful weather and the beautiful day. And I really want to say that even though New York is filled with many, many problems and difficulties, it is truly a most beautiful place. Such diversity and such beauty and challenges, and it's just life sort of all mushed into one place.
Yeah.
And I'm so delighted that you gals are out interviewing people and spreading the word about what it is to be a glorious broad, because women have really, that's the one thing that I would say I was appalled by what's happened to women in the last couple of years with everything, with the abortion. Ever since 2016, when Trump won, everything has been so difficult for women and for everybody. It's just been a really awful time, because I wanted Hillary to win so badly, and it's been just awful. And I never thought I would live when abortion rights would be denied, when women wouldn't even be able to be respected as human beings. It's just so tragic. I can't believe that it's happened in my lifetime.
Yeah. And do you have kids?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I wish I did. That's one of my regrets.
Really?
That is a regret.
Do people give you shit for not having kids?
No, nobody does. Sometimes they say things like, "Oh, well, they're really difficult, Susie. You have no idea how it takes a lot of work. Boy, it's not easy." So, but I wish I did. I think they're adorable. They're beautiful. But I didn't want to have them on my own, and I never met a guy I really wanted to have kids with.
Yeah.
Is there anything you wish you could tell your younger self, or if you could tell your younger self something at 20 or 30?
What would it be?
Get more determined.
Yeah.
Get more determined. Get what you want and get determined. Get tough. Because when we were growing up, girls were even less encouraged to follow their dreams or have an ambition. It was always find a guy. And we all know how awful that legacy is. We all know what a disinformation that piece of garbage is. You know?
Yeah.
So I would say get tough and decide what you want and then make your dreams come true. Don't hook it on somebody else.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, you're an actress. Like, as like a creative person, how do you balance like work and life and all that like creativity?
I think everything was just sort of. Are these people you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Hi. It was so integral to my life. My friends were actors. I went to the theater 3 and 4 times a week, all the time, maybe for 30 years. I've seen the most gorgeous performances my whole life. So it was very much part of my own life.
Yeah.
And a happy part. I felt blessed, even though it's really a tough road, and it was when I was coming up. Because you had to support yourself at the same time that you were pursuing it.
When would you say you were the most sexually free in your life?
I think I always was, but it was.
Go you.
Yeah, I always felt that way, but the hard part was finding people you wanted to have it with.
How did you balance?
And
like,
we
sex?
we weren't online back in those days. So if you didn't drink in bars, it was difficult.
How did you balance sex and relationships? And like, what was your like? I don't know how to say this properly, but
that's all right.
But like, what has your experience been like with sex and relationships?
And how they?
I don't think a lot of guys know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That would be my analysis. The men are really ill-equipped in more ways than one. They really, and it's getting worse because I feel like the misogyny has really risen, and that's not helping any of us, men or women.
Yeah.
It's a real time of such hostility and aggression, and just disgusting. And it doesn't encourage romance or intimacy, which is basically what sex is made of. But I think guys sort of see it as like scoring, or they don't see the other parts of it. It's sort of all reduced to like sneezing or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's like the number one thing you wish people knew about sex?
I don't know. I don't know that I could tell everybody. I think everybody has to find their own way. You know, I wouldn't want to tell everybody because in that area, everybody really is so different. I do believe, especially guys. Guys are really, it's just a whole different chemical setup. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the society has made it worse. I think all the online stuff has really made everything worse.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
been
you.
such a pleasure.
Yes.